Hello viewers and students. Welcome to my channel PC Geo Kimberlite, a source of diamonds. Today we are going to study a fold chapter, types of fold, the set 1. I am Dr. Sajid Undekar, Associate Professor and Head, Department of Geology, AKI's Pune College of Arts, Science, Commerce, Camp Pune, Maharashtra, India. It is affiliated to Savitribai Phule Pune University and it is formerly known as University of Pune. Last 33 years I am teaching in this department, and due to pandemic we got a chance to learn the softwares and prepare the videos and upload on the YouTube. So with this, whatever I got the experience in my teaching, I wanted to share with the students so that they can get benefited. So today we are going to see classification of folds or types of fold. This classification of fold is based on whatever we have. They have been generally divided into categories: general folds, morphological based on the size, shape of the fold, geometrical folds, spatial folds, and genetic one. And already on this genetic classification, I uploaded one video on my channel. So those who are interested to go for genetical classification of fold, they can go and see that video. Yes, so today we are going to see the different types of folds. Yes, what we have, the two main basic types of folds are there: anticline, syncline, antiform, and synform. The above folds which are there, they have been classified on the basis of the appearance of fold in the cross section. One by one, we'll see these particular folds. Similarly, the B type, based on the attitude of axial planes, the fold can be classified into symmetrical fold, asymmetrical fold, overturn or overfold, recommend fold, and isoclinal fold. So they are A and B type. Now come to the C type. Based on the study of the attitude of the fold axis of the fold, can be grouped into non-plunging fold, plunging or pitching folds, doubly plunging anticline, doubly plunging syncline. Then the D category, based on the appearance of increasing depth in the earth crust, fold can be classified close, tight, or similar folds, open, parallel, or concentric fold, open or parallel or concentric fold, disharmonic folds, piercing or dipier folds, and the last one, supratenacious fold. Then in the E type, we are going to see the other types: chevron fold, pan fold, box fold, monoclinic fold, structural terrace, homocline fold, king folds, decollement fold structure, drag fold, anticlinorium, synclinorium, dome and basin, and echelon folds. Yes, we'll start with the type A. Folds are mainly classified on the basis of the appearance of the fold in the cross section. Yes, the first, foremost, the simple one, we have the anticline. Anti means away, opposite. Yes, anti means opposite or away, and cline means slope or inclination. So the limbs are deeping in the opposite direction from this axial plane. So here in this particular diagram, this is the fold and this is your axial plane. And from this, the limbs are deeping in the opposite direction. So that is called as the anticline. But when you are going to make out the points of the anticline, there are the various points. The first point, limbs are deeping away from the axial plane. That is the first point. Second point, it is a fold which is a convex upward. It is the convex upward. The next one, the axial plane may be vertical. Now here we have shown you a vertical one. Axial plane may be inclined. Axial plane may be horizontal. Axial plane may be planar or curvilinear. Older rock at the center. You can see now older form at the center and younger at the periphery. So that is the point. So these are the various points which are there, which are you have to write down in the anticline. Anticline is upward arching or convex upward. Limbs, two limbs, the limbs are dipping opposite direction away from the axial plane. The third point, axial plane may be vertical, inclined, horizontal. Axial plane may be planar, it is complete plane, or it may be a curvilinear. Older rock at the center and younger rock at the periphery. And younger rocks at the periphery. So here I am going to show you a fold. That is, this is the fold which is there, the anticline. And now I can see here, this is what we have, the axial plane, the vertical axial plane. Limbs are dipping in the opposite direction. Older formation at the center and the younger formation at the periphery. Limbs are dipping away. If you make out this axial plane, you can see now complete axial plane will be going to make out. So that will be the part will be there. So this is what we have the fold. The limbs are dipping opposite direction. It is upward arching, or it is called as convex upward. The limbs are dipping in the opposite direction from the axial plane. The axial plane may be vertical. Yes, here we are showing vertical, or it can make as an incline, or it may be horizontal. So any position will be there about the axial plane. Axial plane may be planar, or it may be a curvilinear. Older rock at the center and the younger rock at the periphery. This is what we have, the anticline. Yes, so here we are showing you the diagrams. The photograph is there, and in that photograph you can see this anticline. Limbs are dipping in the opposite direction. Anticline, the older form is at the center. Axial plane is horizontal. Limbs are in the opposite direction. Axial plane is inclined. Limbs are dipping. Yes, you can see curvilinear. Yes, this is anticline, and here we have again a block diagram. So anti means opposite. The limbs are dipping in the opposite direction. Older formation at the center, younger formation at the periphery. It is upward arching or upward convex. Remember the points. These are the useful when you are going to write down the points. If you write down point wise in the examiner will impress, and if you draw all this diagram, neat label diagram, whatever we have been label it out. So examiner will just see that diagram, and from there he'll be fine, will make out that this student know everything. So on that basis he will start giving you the marks. Anticline and syncline, they are always asked for 5 marks. Describe the different terms in that. First one, anticline or syncline, that will be there. So syncline, it is exactly opposite of the anticline. Syn means the limbs are dipping towards each other, towards the axial plane. Yes, in this diagram we have seen now the limbs are dipping towards each other. It is the downward arching. Yes, it is a downward arching, or it is called as concave upward. It is called as concave upward. Limbs are dipping towards each other. Axial plane may be vertical, inclined, again horizontal, like what we have. The same way, just the difference is there in the basis of that the older rock which is there at the center now, it is at the periphery, and at the center we have the younger rocks. Yes, that is the difference. Rest one is a cement. Axial plane vertical, inclined, horizontal. It may be planar or it may be curvilinear. Younger rock at the center and surrounded by the older rock. Just we have been seeing this model like an anticline. Yes, if you make the reverse, this is the syncline. Limbs are dipping towards each other. Yes, older formation at the periphery and younger form at the center. So that will be there. So this is what we have. It may be axial plane may be vertical, it may be inclined, or it may be horizontal. So you can see now the diagrams. That is the syncline, limbs dipping towards each other. Yes, you can see now limbs are dipping towards each other. This is the horizontal one. This is the vertical one. This is the incline, and this is the curvilinear. And this is block diagram. It is the planar one. Yes, incline. Limbs are dipping towards each other, and this is what we have, the axial plane. So anticline and syncline. Yes, these two we haven't seen. The next one, antiform. Yes. Now anticline, this is a broad one, but now I can see here the fold is a convex upward. That is same as what we have the antiform. Yes, the fold which is convex upward. The term anticline is used when the stratigraphic top yawning, that is facing direction, is known. When we know the stratigraphic facing direction is known, then instead of calling it as anticline, we call it as antiform. Anticline, the beds are leaping away from the axial plane. Limbs are dipping in the opposite direction. Once we know the stratigraphic top yawning, that is called as facing, then it is the antiform. Exactly opposite, it is the synform. Limbs are dipping towards a fold which is convex downward. The term syncline is used when the stratigraphic top or yawning, that is facing direction, is known, then this will be called as synform. Come to the next one, the B type. The folds can be classified on the basis of the attitude of the axial plane. On the basis of the attitude of the axial plane, again we have the symmetrical anticline, symmetrical syncline, but first one, the simple one, symmetrical fold. Yes. What is the symmetrical? Just we have seen the block diagram, or you can see in this diagram. This is what we have, the anticline. This is the axial plane, and this is the horizontal imaginary surface. From the horizontal imaginary surface, the limbs on the both sides are dipping with the same angle. So that we are giving you the diagram here. If you draw here, axial plane, the limbs which are dipping in this particular photograph, they are with the same angle they are dipping. Then it is called as symmetrical. Now it is anticline, so it is called as symmetrical anticline. The angle Q1, the angle Q2 are equal in angle. Yes, the angle Q1 is equal to angle Q2 is there. So axial plane will be essentially vertical. Axial plane divides the two parts, which will be the mirror images. Limbs are dipping away from each other with the same angle, and that is what we called as the symmetrical fold. Now I can see here. Yes, the fold is axial plane is vertical, and this is the horizontal imaginary surface. You can make out whatever the angle is there. It is a symmetrical angle. This angle Q1 and this is a Q2. Both are equal in this. Then this symmetrical fold will called as symmetrical anticline. Same if you make the reverse, this will become your symmetrical syncline. This is syncline angle which is there with the horizontal surface. It's the same. The limbs are dipping on the opposite side towards, yes, towards they are dipping now with the same angle they are there. Then it is called as symmetrical syncline. So here in this symmetrical we have symmetrical anticline and symmetrical syncline. Yes. So the same diagram which we have been shown here in this diagram. This is photograph again we have made. This one, the syncline is there, but here I made as a anticline so that you can get the idea. The next one, after the symmetrical one, next one is asymmetrical. In the examination, symmetrical and asymmetrical. Describe the terms symmetrical and asymmetrical fold. So, what is asymmetrical fold? In this, the axial plane is inclined, essentially inclined, and due to this, whatever the limbs which are dipping in the opposite direction with a different angle. Yes, one may be at a 10 degree, second may be 30 degree, or one will be 40 degree, second will be 20 degree. So there will be variation. Limbs will be dipping opposite in the anticline with a different angle. Then this will be called as asymmetrical fold, and this is anticline is there, so it is called as asymmetrical anticline fold. If it is syncline is there, then it is a asymmetrical syncline because the limbs which are dipping with a different angle. So here in the case, essentially the whatever the axial plane is there, it is the incline. Axial plane fold does not divide the fold into two symmetrical one. Limbs with dipping away from each other with a different angle, and one limb is longer. You can see now in this, one is longer and one is shorter, and the pressure which is applied on the both the limbs is unequal. You can see now here in this particular photograph, you can see now, if you make out the axial plane, you will find out, yes, this limb is very long, this is a very short. Angle is totally different. similar one. You can see here asymmetrical one I have drawn. Similarly, asymmetrical fold which we have been shown. Symmetrical anticline, symmetrical syncline, symmetrical anticline. So this is their symmetrical and asymmetrical fold. In that you can mention symmetrical anticline, symmetrical syncline, then asymmetrical anticline, asymmetrical syncline. The next one part is the overturn fold. Yes, here we have the overturn fold. What is the overturn fold? A fold in which the axial plane must incline. Can see this axial plane is inclined. Both the limbs with deeping with a different angles. Limbs are deeping with a different angle. Normal limb is same limb at the same angle but it is in the same direction. One limb is in the normal position, another one is other or is a overturn or incline or reverse is position. Causes is the reversion of the bed. Yes. This is what we have the block diagram. Yes, whatever we have shown the picture. Here we have shown the one block diagram. Yes, that is the overturn. Overturn or overfold. Yes. So that is there. If you draw it out, the actual plane. Yes, the limbs which are there, they are deeping with a different one. This is the syncline. If you make out, it is a asymmetrical. Yes, but now, so this will be the anticline and this will secant. But this is the overturn fold. Yes, that is the overturn or overturn fold. Overturn. This is what we have this eroded now, the normal limb. But you can make out this one. That will be the diagram will be there for the overturn or overfold. Yes. Here again, you can see now is fold, how it has been folded. And this is what we have the axial plane which we have drawn. It is especially inclined and the limbs are deeping with a different angles. Yes, there will be a superimposition will be there. Yes, next one is the Reckman fold. In this Reckman fold, interesting is that initially on the surface or below the just surface, the axial plane is horizontal. But as you go deeper and deeper, axial plane instead of become horizontal, it is become vertical. Yes. So here in this fold, the axial plane is essentially horizontal in the initial stage, but as you go down, it will be vertical, and that is called as root zone, where the axial plane is vertical. That part is called as the root zone part. Now, whatever the limb is there, is the normal limb. The normal limbs are thicker in size. Is the coarser one. Yes. So initially this will be there, the coarser one, and they are completely reversed, and they are the thinner on the reverse position. Yes. No. So whatever thinner will be there on that particular part. And central portion is generally occupied by the crystalline rock. Central part is crystalline one, and that is called as shell occupied by the normally the sedimentary rock. Yes. Here we have, and there is the digitization is there in the Reckman fold. Yes, can see the very clear Reckman fold. Yes, this is a thicker one. You can see thinner will be there on that particular part once they are the completely reverse in that particular direction. This is what we have the root zone. Here we have the digitization is there. Arch bend. This is axial plane which will be there. Horizontal, break down, crystalline rock, and the sedimentary rock which is there in that particular part. Again the diagram. This will normally type, we are going to see the examples of the type of fold if you want to see. They are common in Alps and the Himalayan mountains. So they are there in that particular areas. Next one, isoclinal fold. Iso means equal. Yes. Clinal means inclination. There is an equal incline or inclination is there. So whatever we have, the axial plane is there. In that, limbs are go straight way, turn it out again parallel to each other. So that is what we have, the isoclinal fold. Yes, here we have a fold which is the isoclinal. If we draw a vertical plane over here, we'll find out the limbs are parallel to the axial plane. The axial plane may be vertical, that is symmetrical isoclinal fold, or inclined or horizontal one. Inclined isoclinal is there, then horizontal if you make, that is become the recommended fold. Yes, it is inclined, then it is an inclined isoclinal fold, and this is what we have the vertical one. So there is the isoclinal fold. The isoclinal fold also called as overturn fold, but overturned fold need not be the same as inclined or isoclinal fold, and it is very difficult to recognize in the field. Yes, that is there about the overturned fold, isoclinal fold. Yes, you can see now the photographs can make out. Here we have very clear, or we have here the same one. Here also we have. I hope this will be clear. So whatever we have seen now in this first part, then the next part will be see the next type in the next lectures. I hope this will be clear. Thanks for visiting my channel. Have a good day. Thank you.